Okay, so this is my first video, and I wanted to make it because I just finished Mass Effect 3 last night. First off, I gotta say Mass Effect is one of the greatest game series of all time, hands down. It's one of BioWare's masterpiece, and hopefully they make an MMO. But I've searched on the internet, and a lot of people are confused about the ending of Mass Effect, and I want to clear up some of it. For a lot of you who finished the story of Mass Effect 3, regardless of what you do, you're fucked either ways. So, when I first had the choice of, either destroying the Reapers or, combining myself with them, I looked on the internet on what actually happens. I know some of you that would rather, just find out for yourself, but knowing it's a Mass Effect game, there's going to be so many opportunities, so many different outcomes. As such, one of the outcomes is basically, you can either destroy the Reapers, but that'll in turn destroy the mass relay and every synthetic in the galaxy, and the Citadel goes with it too. Or Shepard can combine himself by sacrificing himself. He can combine with the Reapers, I think, or he controls them, and they leave or power down. And that's basically all your choices. You don't get a third choice or a fourth choice. You only have two choices. But regardless of what you do, in the end, you kind of fuck the galaxy over. Because what I found actually excusable was, with the mass relays, they provide your faster than light travel, your FTL travel. So I can understand why there wasn't any need to develop a hyperdrive or in Halo the Shaw Fujikawa drive that lets them travel faster than light. So, and plus, unlike Halo, Mass Effect takes place in the year 2183, and Halo takes place in 2525 or 2552. So, I can understand they didn't see the need to make, other drives, but the Solarians, or, at least the Asari, had to have had, a drive made just in case something happened in the relays. But, back to the choices. Regardless of what you do, you only get 4 different outcomes. If Shepard takes over the Reapers and sacrifices himself, chances are he will or will not live. So, it's a 50-50, depending on your war assets. If they're above, I think IGN had a blog on it, or a page on it, where they rate your war assets. By the way, if anyone got over 5,000, can you please tell me in the comments how to do that? Because the best I got was 4,500. That's the best I could get, and that was me not screwing over the Krogans and actually giving them the cure. Because I think the Solarians kind of cut you off if you do that. But whatever. So yeah, Shepard either lives or dies. The Reapers either power down or just leave. The fireworks are basically different. The lights that go from the Mass Effect relays as they explode is either red or blue. I guess, to signify the Paragon Renegade thing. And, by the way, if there's a green, someone said there was a green light for, perfect, super special, awesome ending. So if there is, can you please upload it, pretty please? I want to see that. And, the fourth is, everyone on Earth fucking dies. I saw a video where one guy chose to blow up the Reapers, but as he's blowing it up, the Earth is, literally not obliterated, but every life on it just fucks up and just blows up. And this is where the plot holes start coming in. If you've ever played Mass Effect 2, the Arrival DLC, if you blow up, if I'm wrong, correct me, but if you blow up a mass relay, don't they, destroy the system? So regardless of what you do, we're all fucked regardless. The combined fleets will get destroyed from the fallout of the mass relays. It made no sense. For me, my Shepard died. But I saw some videos where he moves or he twitches. Probably still dead, but he twitches. And, yeah, and I saw on the internet a lot of people hated the ending. I don't blame you, because we grew up with these characters. I started playing Mass Effect back when I first started high school, and I'm, in college now. And I shacked up with Liara every step of the way, except for 2, because Miranda has that ass. But, I shacked up with Liara, and I wanted to see her, raise my blue babies, and, well, fuck you, BioWare, because, to be honest, I don't even think BioWare had that ending planned out. Like EA always does, like big corporations always do, they always rush it. Like Knights of the Old Republic too. I love the game, but I heard it could have been so much more if they weren't rushed, and it wasn't even finished yet. So it leads me to wonder, was Mass Effect 3 really finished? I guess so, but I honestly hope it wasn't. That way there's an excuse for me not to hate BioWare. I mean, I will like BioWare for Mass Effect 3, for Mass Effect series, but seriously? You're gonna leave off just like that? And that's not the worst part. After the credits, you see some guy named Stargazer talking to his grandchild about the story of Shepard. Which I always thought Shepard's name had like some kind of biblical reference to it, like he's the shepherd that would lead the herd. And a lot of you mature, like older fans will be like, duh. But that was the biggest bullshit, because now you have to think to yourself, was all of it really just a story being told to a child, or did it actually happen? And it leaves off in that mindfuck kind of reality that would make M. Night Shyamalan jizz his fucking pants. That's the kind of plot twist he would always want to do in his fucking movies. By the way, The Sixth Sense was his best movie to date. He hasn't made a good one since The Sixth Sense. But anyways, moving on. I guess the best ending would have to be Shepard lives, everyone else on Earth lives, the Reapers either leave or like power down. But regardless, the galaxy is, you know, they can't go anywhere anymore. I mean, they can, but I guess it would take like 5 years to get from one nebula to the next. And since the Citadel is destroyed, they can always make a new one. And someone else pointed something out to me. When Shepard aligns all the races together, and he goes towards Earth, you know, to save it, all those races are stuck on Earth. They cannot leave. Because I understand the Geth are done, which was kind of a shame, because for me, the Quarians and the Geth were getting along, and apparently they can infuse their software into Quarian suits and help the Quarians' immune system grow. So that was kind of a shame. The most saddest part in the game has to be when Thane dies. When I first see Kai Lang, you know, or Kai Lao, whatever his name is, stab Thane, I'm just, oh my god. And one Shepard, I don't know if you guys killed him or just knocked him out. For me, I pressed the Renegade trigger immediately after Kai Lang came out for me when I was sitting down. When I stabbed him in the back, not in the back, in the gut, I had like 4 people behind me just fucking clapping. He couldn't Jeremy Lin his way out of that one. But anyways, yeah, so the ending kind of sucked. I mean, what happens to the fucking civilizations? What happens to the Krogans? Do they actually come back and start another war? Probably not. I mean, does everybody just get along? Do we make more robots that kill us? It leaves off so much unexplained. I just hope they make a DLC that actually lets us finish it the way we want to finish it. They didn't leave us much choice on how we wanted to end it. I understand the whole legacy of Commander Shepard coming to an end, but the whole hero dying at the end to save the galaxy was a little too cliche. And yeah, I mean, that was a terrible fucking ending. I mean, BioWare could have done better. Some people are actually pissed off at BioWare boycotting the goddamn game, which will do you no good. People will still want to play it. But what also kind of hurts is going through 1, 2, and 3, all the choices you made amount to jack shit. What I also thought they should have done... Anyways, this video's getting a little too long, but before I go, I want someone to agree with me. When you do the side missions, I don't know if you guys did the Citadel, the Volus Ambassador side mission. At the end of it, you can choose to get the Volus bombers, which I thought were pretty cool, and you can go to the L-Core system and get like a few L-Core troop transports. I wanted to see the assets. I don't know about you guys, but you know how in Mass Effect 2, if you don't get the ship upgrades, you kind of lose some guys. Like if you get the cannons upgraded, you actually get to see the cool kick-ass cannons you've upgraded in action, like kick some collector ass. You get to see that, but as you collect war assets during the final battle, you don't get to see everything you've collected. And I understand, like, they're not gonna show you everything, but I wanted to see at least, like, you know, the Volus bombers or the L-Core troop transports in action, you know, delivering troops and shit. I wanted to see like a shit ton of Krogans just storm the battlefield, or at least Zaid or, you know, Jack's school, like backing up everybody. They don't really show anything like that at all. I felt like so betrayed and disappointed. I mean, I did all this stuff and come on. Whatever, but I hope that explained it for some of you guys. I mean, who still don't get it. Basically, in a nutshell, everyone's screwed over at the end. I guess they get to start over and make their own choices and carve their own path. Still a shitty ending. One of the most shittiest endings of all time. To top it off, it could be a person's made-up story. I mean, talking about kicking you when you're down, you know? Because throughout the whole game, you're being slaughtered, you're holding off your forces until the last moment, and that happens. BioWare, you're lucky I like you. Hopefully you can make it up with Knights of the Old Republic 3. Don't fuck that one up, though. I'm Carmine, and I'll see you guys later.